Hey guys. Never done this. We've done this before.
No.
Yes.
What?
A video together.
We have
Chit-chat.
done a video, but
It was a Q&A.
during lockdown.
Yeah. This is another one.
Different times.
Different people in place. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome to the babies fam. To my babies, hey, what's good? I hope you guys are doing great. You all know that drill, wasting anyone's time is definitely not on brand, so let's get right into this video. Hi, you are. It's so strange. I'm not saying let's get into this vlog. What's wrong? Oh, quite. Get away. You did?
Nix.
Okay. Hey guys, so today we have.
I kind of wish I could see myself.
You can't see yourself.
Uh-uh.
Today, since Ugel is sorted out. Anyway, guys, I have my cousin with me today.
Don't mind me.
I always invited Lisa on my channel. Somebody said that actually. I mean, Lisa was like, "You're always looking for something to wear."
I know.
I'm like,
Actually, so
You're
sensitivity.
always looking for something to wear. But yeah, this is Annalisa. She's my cousin. Welcome again.
I'm a regular on this
Period.
channel. Yeah, I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, you are. So we're doing a mukbang. I don't know what you guys call it. We have. Do you want to tell us what we have here? Because
It's just pasta. I mean, I'm hungry.
you're always hungry.
Think about me.
I think it's a brought food for us, and then we have a seafood platter. I'm actually gonna open it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to indulge. Shall we've been saying siyayifuna imukbang. Yes, seafood. Good, the last one I'm not using seafood. Woo, it smells strong. Ooh, this is a lot.
And this is mild.
Yo, son. So this is what's in the seafood. Whoa!
The way that I saw.
I'm going to use your savage, sorry. So we have sweet corn, ne? We have boiled eggs, mussels, prawns, prawns, shrimp, and
I think
potatoes.
the 6 is, yeah, and then sweet potato.
I mean, these are also prawns.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we indulge in this food, I called Annalisa here so we can have a chit chat.
Oh, yeah.
Girls talk.
I'm just focused on the food now.
Yeah, you can eat. You can actually just.
Wait, I need another plate. Really nice. We need to put this. So it's gang is again.
No, it's very okay. It's actually delicious. Cheers, go. Before we start. Why are you looking like that? Spicy red. I don't know.
You have to make eye contact.
Okay.
Nganye.
Bad.
Uh-huh.
Was I?
Yes.
So, Annalisa's on the hot seat today. We're basically going to have a conversation together, but I'm putting you on the hot seat. Okay? So, we're going to talk about 3 things as girls. First one is, first one is going to be girl code, right? What are the things that you want your girls to do in your life and not to do in your life, right? You decide which one you want to start with, and I'm gonna have a comment so we can make it conversational. Conversational, yeah. Secondly, she just turned 25. You guys saw on the previous vlog. If you haven't watched it, please go check it out. So basically, I'm asking her what she has learned now that she's 25, right?
It's only
in 3 days. No, but I'm saying like from the start, from 21 to 25, like your 20s. How have your 20s been? Yeah, that's basically what we're talking about. And then the third one will be, what was the third one again? Ooh, I'll think about it. Okay, so let's start. What's one thing as a girl that you don't want your girls to do? In general, like friendships, can be family, girl code, and
So, I have a little story.
Story time. Okay.
I think like I don't know if I should answer it like what do I want my girls to do and not to do, but story in Dini. I think I told you this though. But I'll recite it again. So I went out with two of my girls. I think this is perfect actually because one of them was family and one was a friend. Okay. We went out. So okay, Jane Bagay, say you ban.
Yes.
Probably shouldn't go into too much detail.
Exactly. Now the person is getting smoke. If you
And
wait
then-
with her to Cubana, just know it's you.
It's fine. You got to understand but why
Okay.
now.
But did you ever have the conversation with the person?
No.
But that's the thing. Now it's
Uh-uh.
open. Okay, fine.
Okay. So it's the three of us, girls' night. We're looking cute. There is an agenda for some of us on this night, but okay, fine, let's collab.
When you say agenda,
I mean, like, agenda to find amadoda
Okay.
or indoda.
okay.
I'm not there, you know, looking hella cute. And
Period.
Two's waitress. Okay, well, there were two guys there sitting. I would say if I'm facing this way, they were sitting at the table, like in a booth.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Yo, what's at that table?" Like that's my friend, like hinting by Kawu Nancy Japan. I'm like, why I can't even see. These people don't even seem like, you know, and collabo. And then the waitress comes. We were having our own drinks. We ordered a bottle of wine. The waitress comes and then she says, you know, there's a gentleman that wants to buy you a bottle of wine. What do you want?
By you.
Me. She came to me. So I'm like, yo, go back to that man and tell him to get me a bottle of wine that he thinks suits me.
Wow, okay.
Okay. She comes back.
Okay.
Obviously,
Yes.
okay, sharp. And at some point, she comes back and then she says, the gentleman is asking for you. And I go over, have a conversation with him a bit. And then he asks me to join him. I'm like, okay, of course, and whatnot. We end up joining them and like the table seems nice. They're drinking proper stuff.
Everybody's enjoying.
Yeah. Now, obviously, ndifika mna ndahlala cangwa lo bhuti, ne, ungibizile. And then my friend sits next to the other booty.
Okay.
Now the other booty is wearing a stop nonsense. Fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like you're okay. And that man paid no attention to my friend whatsoever. Like he didn't even greet. So then she was sussed out. She came back and she sat like next to us. Nah.
Okay.
So she's feeling like, okay, this guy's not feeling her. Remember
Okay,
the
when
agenda.
okay, there was an agenda.
Yeah.
So if you get a guy, let's get friends, basically.
Not really, but let's get friends. She wanted to find a man that night. Me, I ended up being called or
Okay.
yeah.
So when it wasn't an agenda for you.
No.
Okay. I can
Sharp.
get it.
The night goes on and then we all decide to change the second location. Now I was driving my car that night. So we're like, okay, we'll hop into my car. They left with theirs. We were the second location.
Okay.
Now we all like tipsy, borderline drunk. Next thing, we go to the bathroom and as girls, like it wasn't even 10 minutes that we got there. And like, okay, we went to Rockets. It's like, Kapitizen. We're in the bathroom getting ourselves ready. She's like, Nancy, go and get deck. I'm like, what do you mean?
Why does she have the phone?
Exactly. Why did she
When
have
did
his
she get the
phone?
phone?
When did she get it? What are you doing with this phone?
When did they speak? Because you guys were in the concert.
Ma'am,
Wait.
I had a million questions myself.
I need the understanding of we come from your car, right? We're getting inside all together as girls. We go to the bathroom. At what point did she?
No. We got into Rockets. We we were allocated our seat with the guys. Their feet.
Oh, okay.
In between all of that, because when we went to sit down, he was sitting there, his friend sitting there, my friend, my cousin, and myself. So my guy was sitting there. I don't
My
know.
guy.
Still, at what point did she? And yes,
You didn't see it?
I did not see.
That's dodge.
It's very dodgy.
Sorry, I
And the
don't
thing
know
is,
you.
The guy was
But
drunk.
That's
eh?
dodge.
The guy was drunk. I'm not justifying anything. Ne?
Yes.
And Okoqala, it's my first time meeting this man. So he could have had an agenda for all I know. He's still picking and choosing, perhaps.
Okay.
But when I is chomiam, it's nuts for about Wednesday long.
Also, question. Did you then, after speaking to this man, show interest to your friends?
Kanjan,
Like
that I'm
you're
interested in this
person?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Because
After you see, you've answered my question.
after he called me alone, we had a conversation. I was like, yo, I didn't look, like when we got there, I said I didn't pay no attention to these guys. But one thing about me, ne, when it comes to IPM and men generally, you know what's imondo nomlomo speak volumes more than looks or anything else. So we had a conversation. I was like, okay, I was actually like taken aback. Yeah. Because I mentioned that.
Oh, that's why she's saying in a phone.
My man, she even made a comment before we left when we were still at Cubana about yo we need.
What do you mean? Good. Wait. I'm trying to understand. So she says you won. So she was basically also looking at the guy.
You understand what it means in this course, but we need like
yes.
Yo, he's
damn, you got a guy. But also
because he speaks with intellect, he's well spoken, he's funny, he's respectable to women, he is.
But also, I think. Why are you looking at a guy that I'm looking at? You know, what are you talking about? Let's see.
Okay. Actually, in the bathroom, and don't bother again about chin. Because I'm like, I'm going to DT. I was literally like DT, and the guys. I'm just having a good time. At that point, I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not stupid. I was in my head. I was like, okay, maybe I have vision. Have the man, have the girl.
If they want each other.
The night goes on. Now this guy sees that I'm not that I wasn't paying any attention to him, but you know, he was on some he called me, like, come and dance with me. I was like, no, I'm dancing tonight. Like, I was standing in front of the mirror and I'm just vibing, having a good time, you know?
Were you not irritated? Because I know you were irritated.
But okay, I don't know if I could tell, if they could tell I was irritated.
You were irritated. I'm sure you were just like...
But I did say, no, I'm dancing in front of him. And then, and then he's like, you know, I'm not... And then he started frowning. Waba said, the rest of the night, he was just not dancing, not doing anything. And now... The guy that she wanted, by the way, when we got to the second location, called another girl there. Fine, anyway. Now it's time to go home. This guy's like, yo, tell me my hand. You know, I'm like, yeah. And then you ask my number.
So this whole time this guy didn't ask for your number?
Not yet. Which, to me, I admired and respected, yes.
Yeah.
From the jump, now he's asking for my number because I'm sitting there and he probably won't see me again.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and I was like, no, I'm like, I was just nonchalant. Then I gave him my number. We go home. Following day, fine. He takes me out on a date.
Okay.
I didn't mention it to my friends. Long story short, fast forward. I think it was like on the third day we went to watch rugby with a friend. And then she hears my conversation with my cousin that I went out with the guy. We had a date. She's like, I didn't call...
You didn't call her?
No, I didn't call my cousin.
No, she's saying you didn't call her.
I didn't call them. I didn't go with them. I was like, no, I went on a date.
We dating.
Kaloku yamnesncwazo ne-agenda. It's all about
But usafuna lo mfana lo
wethu mamela ke. Iqhube le nto. I have no idea. And after that, I was just like, Mnage, one thing about me. When it comes to friends and situations like that, and one.
What does that mean?
Like, I was distant after that. And I'm sure she could tell. And when I told my cousin the following day, she was like, yo, she couldn't believe it. Because they were also starting to get close. So I was like, no, you guys can go out together, man. Go part of Mamelan Kesan. Go. Like, I just felt like then she was nosy. Now what I don't know is, did they indeed exchange numbers? Guys, we went out this other night, with the girls. The guy's not there. I was probably seeing things, but I call ne on my friend's phone. Now she has the screen protector, yeah.
Okay.
So I couldn't really see properly. But like first she was just dodge about it. They call. And like her phone was here next to me. She quickly she didn't pick up the call. I because I phone my face. Now when I glimpsed at the phone, it was a short name, but I couldn't make out ba Lilo na eligama ndicinga Lilo. But it was like ukubona ba asiphe ungakanani, yabo. Come on, yazi mina manje ngiyacingela. And my cousin said the same thing. And then fast forward, the guy one day he asked me about it, like, yo, when that night you were and what. And I was like, no, because this and this happened. Oh, he was like, yo, one of the things that made me like super attracted to you is like how you carry yourself. He was basically man, they always use reverse psychology. He was basically saying, "Hayibo, ndikhethe wena. I was born by unjani umhle ngaphezulu kwalowa intona kwezicinga ngade ndithi ndisuka wena ndiye. So why are you feeling so?" The point is that you're not going to eat from the same plate. It's one or the other when it comes to me. Especially friends.
Is that the point to the guy? Okay.
No. No. I've never brought it up to my friend. Right? I just didn't feel the need. I still don't feel the need. Because certain people just move like that. Generally. Guys, I told me that. And you won't do anything wrong. Personally. So, topic girl code is actually, even going back to my previous relationship, the serious relationship I was in, the only person who knew about my relationship and knew and met the guy was my cousin and then my friend that I was close with in East London. Right? Okay. Yeah, and again we ended up dating in the same circle even. But the point I'm going to is, even before, when I was at CPT, he told me, as in getting good relationship, never. You will not so much as know the guy's name. In this situation, it was unfortunate that I met the guy the same night that my friend was there. If she wasn't, she never would have known.
Okay. So basically what you mean is that, like, if we're friends, you don't need to know what's going on in my relationship. And it goes back to what I do. For example, guys, and my friends can drag me for this if they want to. I'm a person who doesn't ask people about their relationship. I will never call you and be like, I'll never do that. Unless we're talking and then you mention your boyfriend or you mention your man, then I will be in the conversation. But not randomly, I'm texting you, I'm asking, how's your man? My man's fine. Exactly. You should check up on me. I'm your friend. Leave my man out of it. Like, leave my man out of the conversation. I think I get what you're saying. Because
the potato is so nice.
It is nice. The potato salad. I think I get what you're saying, because then it starts creating like things. As much as like, I'll tell people, like I speak about everything to everyone. I need to hold my mouth. But like, I'm that person. But have I ever done that to you?
No.
Exactly. Like, I'll never call you Dick Booze unless we're talking and having that conversation, and then I'll be like, okay, and at least that this and this is wrong, this and this is right. If I was you, I would do A, B, and C. But I will never ever check up on you and be like, oh, and about the phone in, oh hi. No.
So for me, I've always carried myself like that, always carried my relationships with guys like that. And this particular situation was just a reminder of why
you doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go. It's just like, because guys, abantu that must be as we should. But for me, it's just like arm's length with certain things, with relationships, with my personal life. Because now the other aspect of it is not really girl code, but like one of the things that I expect from friends is that you, especially when you know my background, you know my story, you know my hardships, you know my upbringing, everything, the most intimate parts of my life, is that you empathize with me, with everything that I'm going through, with even if you're not where your friends are, right? With regards to success, with regards to school, with regards to relationships and marriage, different things, right? Now, if when I go as a chomiam, you're gonna make me feel lesser than
who you are,
yeah,
or who you can be, yeah,
or like it's just one of the things that would also make me withdraw, you know.
I think I struggle with that. I think I struggle to differentiate if somebody really is for you, because I'm a very like open person, nice person. I think generally if you're going to be nice to me, I'm very much open to have a relationship with you. I think for me it's just like if you're going to be nice to me, then I'm open to, you know, to get to know you, do things with you, and then I shy away on overlooking on those things. But actually, is this person really for you? Is this person really like doing things for the sake of being in your life, or benefiting in your life?
So when I get in there, guys, don't be little friends, other friends compete in secret with you, right? Like as a person, they compete. Now, like I don't know now if I will say I don't know if I do have friends who are like that, but
when you don't have friends,
actually, I only have two friends.
You don't have friends, so you can't speak about this. I think
no, but it's alluding to why I have two friends.
Okay.
Yeah, well, why it has come to this.
But also, you remember we had this conversation, guys, man, that like sometimes medium. Hi. Sometimes people will want what you have when you look at them, you see that they have more than you have, and it's just like I don't understand. I'm literally trying to be.
There's a money aspect to life. There's a success aspect. You're good, okay. Job, school, yeah, then money, then my relationships. Guys, as human beings, it's difficult to fill our cups to the brim. So on your own doing, you have you have money, you have. So what are you
doing?
Competing? Don't even know, because anything.
But that's the thing. Maybe so sometimes you know how they say it, but people see more on you than what you see. Right? Yeah. So maybe that person is seeing like the way us pattern, and the person just wants to pattern themselves like that. And it's not necessarily what you have. Maybe you don't have anything. I'm just assuming. You probably don't have anything, but it's the way outside, like around people, the way people love you. Sometimes jealous the fact that people love
I think I'm like that. Guys, when I look at myself, I don't have anything. Like I can't really, not that I don't have anything, but it's just like
you're not where you want to be.
No, and for me that is the biggest insecurity. When I look at everyone else
around you,
not just my peers, yes. When I look at where did I say I want to be at this? I think we'll say Tivani said the next topic as well, at 25. Yes. I'm not where I thought I would be. I'm not where I want to be. I haven't achieved half those things. It's the biggest insecurity for me. But then when I see Abanyabantu, the way that they move, it's like, guys, you've got it all figured out. You have but at the same time, I feel like, and I have been told before, like I'm the kind of person with yonke into that I've gone through upbringing and like everything that has transpired, not achieving what I've wanted to achieve in my 20s at this stage or age in my life as well. It's like I feel like I've carried myself in a pretty damn good way, you know, that wouldn't say by yo ingati
Yes.
I'm not content, but
there's something that you can say.
I'm not satisfied. Satisfied with where I wanted to be or where I am, and with what I wanted to do, where I wanted to be, but I am content. And I think a lot of that has to do with God, right? Because I learned to find peace and make peace in
situations.
Yes. You know, not our timing, God's timing, delayed, not denied. What was about almost is 40 years, so and so you will never know,
and you're gonna reach that part. And if you live in that misery, people want to see you in that misery. They want to see you bafuna ukubona sure goa kutheni uzoba mhle why uzofaka makeup and go to a restaurant and look pretty. You said uyagoa.
The point was live life. God is at work. So I think I'm like, and Sana, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm over my life, child.
One thing about you, Kesana.
Because what time this was him. And then the other thing you said is that like they see how other people like if that was patanga, you will naturally like draw abantu.
They gravitate towards
you know, yes. Perfect. So abanye abantu basifilishi ngathi bashota kulonto bayalekisha. And
but that's my thing, like allow someone in your life. Now this is like friendships in general and like family as well. If there should be one thing about you that makes everybody happy around you. For example, if you're saying there are certain things that you're not content about, okay, not necessarily content, but like things that you want, right? And then you have people in your life, about support and people to lean on, but they want this little thing that you have. Guys, dinale pasta, just making a simple example. This is the only pasta I have left. Where now I go to your house, there's wine, there's prawns, there's
caviar.
Everything. We have children. What if I want children? You don't know. Like I secretly want children. You have children. You have a good person. But if I pass and hi guys.
Abanye abantu basoze. Bazifilisha cups zabo.
Yeah. I think for me, what I've learned now, and I'm saying now, guys, because most of the things that I've learned was when I turned 27, right? Those are my deal breakers, or rather, do's and don'ts of friendships and like people around me in general. You know for a fact, I grew up most of the time saying yes to anything that everybody wants from me. All right. And I think last year I learned so much about that. Like I learned so much that actually, if I say no, if somebody is for you, they'll stay in your life. If they're not, you'll see the moves, man. You'll see the moves. Off. So I think I learned so much that I told myself that this year, whether or not you want to be in my life, whether or not you don't want to be in my life, there will always be a reason though. But all I'm saying is that was my prayer, that God, I've been a people pleaser for quite a long time. I don't have to do that because there are people in my life that are literally open to have relationships with me, and I've been like closed off, saying no, I can't. Like I have a lot of, I feel like I have a lot of people in my life. Like if I open up to other people, like I feel like because of overwhelmed. But I feel like actually it makes sense, because what I've also learned is that I think it was a preaching where they were talking about how God is going to put people that are going to elevate you to where you're supposed to be. Like sometimes it's not necessarily you losing the people that you've had in your life, but allow yourself to be open to other people. And also allow people to make mistakes and tell them, because now you would do something to me. So I'd literally call you and be like, hey, that time I didn't even have that conversation with that person, but I'm just like, I've learned that, you know what, let me say how I'm feeling. Whether or not this person is going to like it, whether or not they're not going to like it, as long as I feel great after that. Because at the end of the day, like, I think it's one thing that I've learned, to actually speak up for myself and allow myself to choose who I want and who I don't want in my life. Hard, ne? At 27, and she realized at 25. So guys, you're not late. You are not late. You're not guys anything.
My therapist once told me, like, I grew up, I matured, like,
you did,
much earlier.
Yes.
So, in most years, they
Do
don't.
you read a lot? Like,
No, it's because of my trauma. That was not supposed to be funny. But looking forward to this age so much. I was like, you're okay. I think but when it happened, it was like, okay. Because, and I realized, but it's because I've sort of maxed out most of the
things
growing up.
Yes.
You know, that
and
shit
you
of-
thought you're gonna start growing up now. And
The
everybody
only-
thinks that. Everybody thinks when you're 25, that's where you're gonna.
Like, I thought it's gonna bring, okay, yes, this pressure. You're like, because I thought by 25, okay, I'll have this and this degree, I'll be engaged, be married, house, Literally, it hasn't happened. But you know what?
It
If
really
there's
hasn't
one thing that I
happened.
feel now in my 20s that I've learned and that I feel now 25 about, not that it's an unrealistic dream, guys. You can set that for you, but no pressure.
Yeah.
Be content with wherever you are. Sana with igunya lakho, okanye with
Not igunya, getting that wrong.
last number yestake sakho.
Yeah.
Be content. I get along easily with people. Like,
You do.
people do gravitate easily towards me.
You think it's a family thing?
I think so. Equivalent.
Those are the do's and don'ts of friendships. Do you like conclude them? You wanna say like, one, don't let your friends into a
I
relationship.
personally don't, guys. To take what you give them.
Yes. Now don't
If I
go
only
suck
give
up
you
things.
one chapter of the book, don't go want the whole copy, the whole
100 pages.
And understand indaba. Nami ndiyathanda indaba sometimes, but I don't.
Wena umkhethe umuntu first uthanda indaba.
Kakhulu.
Conversation back.
And I think yabona any gift endiphiwe is that. Not that I can read people, but first impressions lost.
Sometimes I don't even listen to it.
My sister, if the question was what are my 20s, hey, when it comes to friends, when it comes to men, when it comes to financial decisions, when it comes to trust your intuition. I have intuition there. This is a story for another day, but must listen to. What was
Next.
the last one?
So, our bond.
Oh,
Yes.
Woo!
How do you build a bond with your family and like sustain
yeah.
it and keep it like compare it to our
Like you and me. Okay, with family in general, it's gonna be very controversial, and I think it's like tricky for me because I'm not gonna lie. I think I apply the same thing that I do with friends, ne? Okay, once the family game, I'm talking like extended family.
Okay.
I have my guard up, ne?
Okay.
I kind of believe in blood is thicker than water. Blood is thicker than water to a certain extent. Your family could be your biggest cheerleaders or they could be your biggest haters.
Okay.
And it's always difficult to see as easy to see as with somebody. Yes.
Because a friend is somebody that you just met. Yeah.
With us, so I feel okay. So if there's one thing, you will always be generally.
Yes.
But with us, I think the benefit was close age and the way that everything
happened.
Yes, and panned out so like perfectly. Us going to Cape Town and we had the same interests, same age, all of those things. I think that's what made.
But we do have cousins that the same age as us.
Who?
Oh, hectic. We do. What I'm trying to say, I think.
That's not funny, yes.
It's not. We do have. I think, Anissa, I don't know what you're trying to say.
Eating question. Comprehension.
The question is, right? How do you sustain a relationship? Because, like, with us, even if we don't talk for months, our relationship never changes.
I think I don't know how to answer that because it just happens.
Okay.
And because
I also don't know Nyan because we would not talk for like
we find which one is like out of unyaka but it's the same.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like there's a void or anything. And like, I don't know. And yes, probably someone else will say you sustain those relationships by communicating, keeping in contact, checking on each other.
We don't. You know, like where you have people that you talk to every day, but you just feel like if I could speak to that one person that I talk to once in a while, this would be like a different story. Like the scenario would be different, the response would be different, and what I take back would also like be something that will fill me up. Yeah, well, I think if I would answer that question on how I keep our relationship, as much as we don't talk all the time, I think I just know who my family is. Let me put it that way. You know how people always say, I know who my friends are?
Yeah.
I just know who my family is. And like, I would never just call anyone in the family and be like, yo, this and this, yes, this and this is happening. As much as, okay, I think also our bond was really built with us being in Cape Town together. Like, for the longest time, we, things like that. I think that also, like, built us.
I think it has a lot to do with that, because also as our age group, that's when we did the most growing as individuals. And lockdown happened. We were forced to be within and to learn. That's one thing for me when it comes to family. Like, I think most of my family misunderstood. I'm not gonna say misunderstands. I mean, they probably still do, but there were certain people that I know about. Okay, this person knows me through and through. Yeah, and understand. I don't need to explain about I'm going DJ because of A, B, and C. Yeah, well, to do with my sister, because we did not stay together for the longest time. We were not that we were not close, but as I explained about so I had to make her understand my personality, my all that. And now it's like, because the same with Usipe. And I feel like people tend to feel like, yo, you're distant, yo, you're keeping me at arm's length. I'm not gonna but I appreciate. That's why I feel like the people now that are like my immediate
circle,
I appreciate. I'm satisfied with those, because I honestly, are you going into? That's why, you know, when I was saying I want to make new friends.
Be back. Cool. I think
if you want to be friends with me, by the way, I'm open to.
Yeah, she's looking for friends. Please, in the comment section.
I'm taking interviews. I'm taking applications.
It shooked people in my life when I started opening up to other people.
I think that's another reason why I appreciate having a very small circle, is because it's tricky.
People in my life, I won't lie. Like, I love them. I think it's what I needed in the season that if it's meant to be for a certain season, I'm happy. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't even regret it, because in this particular season that I'm in my life right now, they're making me happy.
Wait, if you didn't know, so 25 is apparently, I think that's what I felt like was important. The frontal lobe of your brain, where you make mature decisions, blah, blah, blah. That's when it fully develops. So your brain is not fully, the frontal lobe, it's not fully developed until you turn 25. Without
I feel like for me, I'm not gonna lie, my maturity years started now. Guys, we've come to the end of the video. I always love our chats, Shem. Like, they're so fun.
The best ones are the ones that are off camera.
Yes.
Yeah, pause.
Tell me if you want more chit chats with me and Anilisa, because I still have her around, so I'm gonna use her. That's what I do. Until next time, on another video. Hi guys, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, till another video.